Hallo, Katrin here with European Paper Crafts in the US. Welcome to my channel or welcome back. I am so glad you're here spending time with me today. I have some pretty fall cards for you and a beautiful paper pack. So let's get started. So my plan was to make cards with the Happy Harvest paper pack and the Welcome Pink Autumn. But this one is almost sold out, so I did not make cards with this one. If you want the Happy Harvest, and this is the Craft Consortium with the House Couple Ditch, beautiful artwork, and I flipped through it last week, then hurry up because this is almost gone. So is this, for the matter. Hello Pink Autumn is also was also ordered quite a bit over the past couple of weeks. But I did make cards, so I wanted to show you what I did with this beautiful paper pack. And this paper pack is called Hello Pink Autumn, and this is by Prima Marketing. It's 6x6 paper pack. It has 6 double-sided designs. There are 30 cardstock sheets in here. The double-sided design, so you basically have 12 different designs, and we're going to do a quick flip through. So this here is my pack. A lot of paper is missing because I made several cards for that matter. But look, this gorgeous pink autumn paper here with flowers, and I love the pink and the bluish pumpkins. Really, really pretty. On the back you have the gingham. Then so these come in there several times. Mine has been, of course, already exploited a little bit. Then we have a dark background and those beautiful reefs, and in the middle also gorgeous pumpkins and even a butterfly. And then here again we have a beautiful plate background. This I really loved. I know not everybody's into fuzzy cutting, but I am now really used to it. And look at these beautiful designs. And I have cut them out, so you will see them on my cards here in just a second. Very, very pretty. And you have several in here. Now, if you're not into fuzzy cutting, look at the back. It's this sweater design, and I do have a sweater die, so I think I will use that for one of my Christmas cards. Yeah, so there we go. Then look at this gorgeous design here. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. And on the back there is this linen, yeah, it looks like linen texture. And then you have the cut aparts, beautiful fall toppers, and these are of course easy to sign out. And in the back, on the back side you have this distressed paper. And then last but not least, you have this gorgeous falling leaf design, also with a light pink background. And then on the back you have this grid, also distressed look. So very pretty paper pack. Now let's see what I have created with it. So I'm going to start off with a regular card I made, and this is a white card blank. And here I have added a piece of vellum. And if you decide to get this paper pack, I'm going to give you a free gift, and you get 4 sheets of this gorgeous vellum that has some foiling on here. And I used one of these sheets on my card, and that goes along with the Hello Pink Autumn line. So again, this will be a free gift as supplies last. And this is what I have done here. Of course, on a white card, it takes on the white background. And then I cut out one of these cut aparts, Hello Autumn, from the paper pack. A couple of fuzzy cuts I made. And then I just used my corner chomper to make these decorative corners. Added some foil background so it has a layer, and that's it. There is really nothing else. I did layer these my sentiment on foam pads, and here it is. And then only in the inside I had this little bit of a scrap left, and I fishtailed it and just added it to the inside of my card. But that's how easy it is. Yeah, I think it came out really pretty, and I just love the see how this foil is here on the parchment paper. It's just gorgeous. Okay, here is my first card. Now for my second card, I have used a new die, and let me show you what I have. So I have treated myself to 3 new dies, and they're all by Maddie's Crafting Joy. I found them on Amazon. I'm going to link it below if you're interested. These are pocket dies, and look how pretty they are when they come in action. So you have one die in here. This cuts out this corner. You score those glue lines, and then you have a pocket. And this is what I have done here. I used this beautiful fall paper, and then I have now 3 pockets. So let's take everything out that I have in here so you can see it. So I used a piece of cardstock from my stash, and I just added a little bit of a stand here because I think it is pretty when it stands up. Then, yeah, this is actually a piece of the recollection pack. It's a fall pack from a couple years ago. It had this gorgeous foiled background that I really liked. But here is the paper that I used, and now you can see how we have these different pockets. And I filled them first of all with this one here, and here is one of the fuzzy cards that I put on here, and on the back is where my greeting would go, so that goes in here. Then I just had this in my stash. This comes from the same fall paper pack, the Recollections Fall Breeze and Autumn Leaves. Just perfect, goes in here. And then I still have a little tag. Again, I added one of the fuzzy cards from the pack, and that will go in here. And isn't it pretty? So I have this unique fall card that can stand up. I just added this piece of scrap that I had, and then when I make these stands, of course you fold it in half, but I always cut off a little bit of an angle because that helps the card fall back a little bit. And I know the camera doesn't pick it up right now, but yeah. So here is my first card, and it is a pocket card. I'm using the new Maddie's Crafting Joy. Love this. Or maybe we should look at the size. And it is a 5x5 card. And just to show you, here is the die, and this is the other die I bought. There are several in here, so you have layers, and you're gonna see that in a minute. But this is the die, and it is let's see, pretty big. So it's 4 3/4, and I think it is square. Again, 4 3/4, yeah. So there we go. So pretty substantial dies, and that made this card so special. Okay, so next I made this pocket here, and this is basically, again, it's a pocket, but I use the other die now. Here I use this die that has the pocket, and it's got these beautiful scalloped edges, and then you have layers, so you can add different papers. And of course, if you have beautiful papers like in this pack, then this is how it looks like. So this is just a pocket that can be added to a journal, for example, or put on top of a card if you wanted to. Here the sweater is cut out from the fuzzy card sheet. So pretty. And then we have 2 pockets here. One has the Hello Autumn in here, and the other one is Give Thanks, and this also comes from the paper pack and is one of the toppers. And I just inked the edges with a little bit of gold ink. And here is my pocket. So again, this is the die, and of course you don't have to use all dies. So for example, you don't need to use this as a pocket if you don't want to. So what I have done on this card here, I just used the layers and I didn't make them into pockets. So they're just embellishments, but you can't put anything in it. But I thought this looks so pretty, again, using the different papers from the pack, and the background paper is from my Recollections paper pack. Again, 1, 2, 3, and these are the 3 that I used here for my card, and you can see the stitched edges. How pretty is this? Looks so wonderful. Again, I inked, first I distressed the edges here a little bit, and then I inked it with gold ink, and just a couple of bling there. And this is a top folding card, and my card blank, which I created myself, is a 6x6. It's a 6x6 card blank. So there we go. It's a different color look for fall, but I think it's so pretty. It's so soft, and I love the artwork. Added, of course, a little bit of stickles there, and that always gives it extra, you know, bling. And then I put these on foam pads. All right, then let's see what's next. For this card, I again used, as intended, these beautiful boxes, pockets. And first of all, this is just a card that stands like this. So of course you could write your message on the back, but what I have done, again, let's take all these out. I have added a panel where I can write my message. On the card, I used this gorgeous pumpkin paper as my background, and then I layered my pockets. And this time I used the B side here with this linen paper. Look how pretty that is. Same here with the plate. And then Blessed is also fuzzy cut from the paper pack, and then one of the pumpkins I cut out, and I layered those on foam pads. Now this is where my message would go, so that goes in here, and then one more of those cut aparts, autumn leaves and pumpkin, please. How cute is this? And here is this pretty card, and this is again a 6x6, and of course if you have 12x12 cardstock, you can make 4 of those cards from just one piece of 12x12 cardstock. That's what I have done. These Recollection cardstock pads that they sell at Michael's these days, they have paper like this, so designer paper, but they also have solid papers. Let me see if I can find what I used so you can see the pad. Maybe they still have it. So here is this paper pack I'm talking about, the Cottage Flowers, that is what it's called by Recollections. And you can see it has these pretty fall papers, but it also has solids. And that's what I used for my card blank, one of these solids. So I don't know if that's still available. Check it out. But of course you can use any 12x12 paper pad that you have if you want to make these card blanks, or use your 6x6. So that would work too, of course. So yes, if you have a 6x6 pad, then of course you use one of the sheets as your card blank, and then you can add anything you want on your front. And of course these pockets, it's nice to have a beautiful die, but you could also use if you have curved dies, or you can just make pockets with straight lines. All that is possible, so you can mimic it, what I have done here. And then again I added a stand to my card. There we go. But with a pocket, of course, then this is where your message would go. You just put it on the back of your tag that you put in one of the pockets. So then I have a couple more. This is just a regular card. This is a smaller card now. I made a card blank yeah, a little bit under 5 by 5 that I had left. So this is 5 by 10. And added again these beautiful papers. I just love playing around with these. There's even a hello signs in this paper pack. Let me find it for you. On the back of this beautiful pumpkin paper, we have, of course, the linen paper, but then here on this strip that you would cut off, you have this hello. And I always use these strips when they are decorative. So this is a paper pack where all the strips are decorative. And you can just cut it off here or maybe cover this up and you have a border. So don't dismiss these strips here, because you can definitely use them or make other embellishments with them. So this is where I use this hello sign coming from the pad. Then we have these pockets again. This time I have 2 pockets here. One, I made this pretty tag, and this is one of the fuzzy cuts. Look at this beautiful wreath that would go in here. And then for my second pocket, I have the fall hugs. Beautiful. I like that, fall hugs coming from the paper pack. I added just a little bit of foiled gold cardstock and then inked the edges, and that goes in here. And this is just a regular side folding card. Then one more before I move on to something a little bit different. So this one here is one more card where I have this beautiful other pocket place where you have these slits here. Look at this cup of coffee. How coffee I would think, or maybe tea. And this beautiful arrangement, flower arrangement. I love the plaid. Look how pretty. And then on the background, this darker beautiful pumpkin paper. This is also a side folding card. I made this card blank myself. And then added one of these tags. You know, used one of my these are my old corner chompers for decorative corners. And then I had a little strip here, which I made into a bookmark. Look how pretty this is. This is, by the way, the vellum paper. I had this little bit left from my first card, and I wrapped it around this piece that I also had left. This is a Stampin' Up, that's what it is, a Stampin' Up punch. Okay, losing my words here. All right, here is my other small little tag, give thanks, from the paper pack, cut out. And then I have just one journaling card. And here is my card. And then there was one more die that I bought. So I told you that I splurged and I bought this tag die that also has pockets. So it's a pocket tag, and it's got the tag layer, and then the pocket layer, and then even a little embellishment layer so that you can show off your papers. And this is the tag that I have created with these beautiful papers. So isn't it pretty? I love that gorgeous falling leaf design. And in the back we have this grid. I also like that it has a big slot here, so I just pulled through some ribbon and I didn't even do anything. I just glued it shut so it sits there and it can still be hung on a present maybe. And then I decorated those pretty pockets. So you can see the pretty papers, and these are the pockets, so you can add something small there, like a small tag, or just leave it as it is. I love the pumpkin. I cut that out. Look at this pretty pumpkin here. A little bit of glitter, a little bit of bling, and some ribbon makes this pretty tag. Look how pretty these colors look all together. So before I share the card with you that I created for my mom's birthday and I will take to Germany with me, I wanted to give you a quick reminder of my upcoming vacation. So if you want to put in an order, I recommend you doing it now before August 31st. Any order coming in after August 31st will be shipped on September 25th when I'm returning from my trip. So yeah, just order now, and if you do, one of these pretty cards or tags will be part of your order because I'm gonna give these away. I'm gonna add these thank you notes in your order. And speaking of thank you notes, I have a couple more, and then I share my birthday card with you. And these are those two cards that I have made. This was a card kit that I ordered at one point to see if this would be something I want to have in my store. And then I never got around to ordering it. But look, these are trifold cards, very pretty. And I put them together. They all come pre-cut. And this is this beautiful diamond design. And here we have a garden design. So I have these cards available, and I will add them to your order as a thank you gift next time you order until supplies last. So you're going to get either one of these cards, which you need to put together yourself, or you're going to get one of my beautiful fall paper cards in your next order. So now let's move on to my birthday card. Okay, and here it is. And I know the camera doesn't pick it up, but this is the birthday card that I have created for my mom. And I hope she will like it. It's all about fall. It is a several stepper card. And in the back is the area where I can write my sentiments to her. But what I have used here is, first of all, a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and I just tried it out and see how I wanted to put these steps. So I have 1, 2, 3 steps in the front, and then a smaller step in the back. And what I have done, I added acetate to put it together. So you will see these cards coming up when I make my Christmas cards. So I will have a tutorial then. But the embellishments for this beautiful card is actually a download from the Shabby Art Boutique. And I will go ahead and link it below if you're interested. So what you can do is you can download these designs, and then you need to fuzzy cut them. She has also some free designs. If you become part of her craft group, you can download some free designs. But I bought myself one download. I think it's $6.50, so it's really not that expensive. And you get several different sheets of, she has different times that you can, so different seasons that you can download. So I downloaded this beautiful pumpkin and fall season papers and embellishments, and here it is. I added a little bit of stickles, and then added it to the layers. So this is what makes it really, really dimensional. So I hope my mom will like it. I just love the idea of working with acetate, and here is just a couple of bling pearls to set it off, and then one sticker that I had in my stash, and then zum Geburtstag is actually happy birthday in German. But I thought I'd share this card with you before I put it in an envelope, because this will go on the trip with me. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you liked the cards that I have created. If so, I would appreciate you give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know what's your favorite card. That would be awesome. And maybe share this video with your crafty friends and family. That would help me and my channel to sustain. So thank you very much for spending time with me today. Please stay or get well. Happy crafting, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.